Devlogs, we love devlogs. Welcome to the first devlog of this series. Made some progress today with the user notification module. Things are happening, and I'm going to roughly overview what's progressed and changed and how the system works from a high level that hopefully will not be reliant on prior knowledge of how the rest of the app works. So we'll see if I can manage to articulate myself clearly. Okay, so diving right in, user notifications. I'm talking about the little bell in the corner of your screen. When you click it, it pulls up an aggregate list of things you need to know from a bunch of different sources, or at least there will be a bunch of different sources in the future. Currently, there are only two sources, user connections and system alerts. But today we're going to focus on the latter. Suppose you haven't been working out for a few days. Muhata's going to make sure you know. And so this is how it does. The user alert system has its own script with a small list of functions that manage the creation and storage of alerts. As you may have guessed, it's a very simple structure, and I'm glad that it is, because I would not want to have this be the most convoluted part. Like, this is definitely supposed to be one piece of the user notifications. And so I guess I should probably cover what the user notification system does. The main thing it does is it pulls the data from its different sources and it runs a loop through each object, pulling specific properties out and creating a new object, putting those properties in this new object, and this new object has a consistent format. So it's taking all the source data raw in different formats and just conforming it to a new schematic, which is a fancy way of saying it's just like pulling a property and assigning it to a different property and then pushing that to a new array. And there are a few more steps from database/client-side storage to UI, but it boils down to similar processes, so I won't dive into it all. But yeah, building out that system, being able to take variable input and shove a small handler into a function and get a consistent, readable format has opened things up a lot. Obviously, it's still not great, still needs significant improvement before it can even be considered clean, but it's a lot easier to manage than what I was originally expecting, so I'm happy. Anyway, that concludes devlog number 1. It took longer to produce than I had planned initially, but progress follows iteration, so things are bound to improve. Just need a few more goes at it, a little more practice. At the very least, I'll have these to look back on in the future years. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and Muhata to you.